superstitious. If you are superstitious, you'll never step on cracks. When you see a ladder, you will never walk beneath it. And if you ever spill some salt, you'll throw some across your back and carry around a rabbit's foot just in case you need it. You'll pick up any pin that you find lying on the ground and never, never, ever throw your hat upon the bed or open an umbrella when you are in the house. You'll bite your tongue each time you say a thing you shouldn't have said. You'll hold your breath and cross your fingers walking by a graveyard. And number 13's never gonna do you any good. Black cats will all look vicious if you are superstitious. But I'm not superstitious. Knock on wood. The pirate. Oh, the blithery, blathery pirate. His name, I believe, is Claude. His manner is sullen and irate, and his humor is vulgar and broad. He has often been known to imprison his friends in the hold dark and dank, or lash them up high on the mizzen, or force them to stroll down a plank. He will selfishly ask you to dig up some barrels of ill-gotten gold, and if you so much as just hiccup, he'll leave you to fill up the hole. He may cast you adrift in a rowboat. He has no reaction to tears, or put you ashore without no boat on an island and leave you for years. He's a rotter, a wrench, and a sinner. He's foul as a fellow can be. But if you invite him to dinner, oh, please sit him next to me. There we go. Hurk. I'd rather play tennis than go to the dentist. I'd rather play soccer than go to the doctor. I'd rather play Hurk than go to work. Hurk, Hurk. What's Hurk? I don't know, but it must be better than work. Anchored. Our anchor's too big for our ship, so we're sitting there trying to think. If we leave it behind, we'll be lost. If we haul it on board, we will sink. If we sit and keep talking about it, it will soon be too late for our trip. It sure can be rough on a sailor when the anchor's too big for the ship. Oops. Sorry about that. Unscratchable itch. There is a spot that you can't scratch right between your shoulder blades, like an egg that just won't hatch. Here you set and there it stays. Turn and squirm and try to reach it. Twist your neck and bend your back. Hear your elbows creak and crack. Stretch your fingers. Now you bet it's going to reach. Nope, that won't get it. Hold your breath and stretch and pray, only just an inch away. Worse than a sunbeam you can't catch is that one spot you can't scratch. Squishy touch. Everything King Midas touched turned to gold. The lucky fellow. Every single thing I touch turns to raspberry jello. Today I touched the kitchen wall. Squish. I went and punched my brother Paul. Splish. I tried to fix my bike last week. Sploosh. And kissed my mother on the cheek. Gloosh. I got into my overshoes. Sklush. I tried to read the evening news. Smush. I sat down in the easy chair. Splush. I tried to comb my wavy hair. Slush. I took a dive into the sea. Glush. Would you like to shake hands with me? Sklush. Important, said little a to big G. Without me, the C would be S. The flea would be fle. And earth and heaven couldn't be without me, said Big G to little A. Even the se could crush and spree. Ned the flea would fly, and the flea would fly in the old wooey, and earth and heaven still would be without thee. Oh, for goodness sake. That was a little silly. Thumb face. There is a face upon my thumb. I did not paint it there, with pointy ears and winky eyes and greenish bristly hair. I keep it hidden from my friends so that they will not stare. It has a little twisty mouth and yellow teethies too. It snickers when I hold my fork and giggles when I'm blue, and laughs and laughs and laughs at everything I try to do. There we go. Homework machine. The homework machine. Oh, the homework machine. Most perfect contraption that's ever been seen. Just put in your homework, then drop in a dime. Snap on the switch, and in 10 seconds time, your homework comes out quick and clean as can be. Here it is, 9 plus 4, and the answer is 3. 3? Oh, me. I guess it's not as perfect as I thought it would be. 8 balloons. 8 balloons no one was buying. All broke loose one afternoon. 8 balloons with strings a-flying, free to do whatever they wanted to. One flew up to touch the sun. Pop. One thought highways might be fun. Pop. One took a nap in a cactus pile. Pop. One stayed to play with a careless child. Pop. One tried to taste some bacon frying. Pop. One fell in love with a porcupine. Pop. One looked close in a crocodile's mouth. Pop. And one sat around till his air ran out. Whoosh. 8 balloons no one was buying. They broke loose and away they flew. Free to float and free to fly and free to pop where they wanted to. Ations. If we meet and say, hi, that's a salutation. If you ask me how I feel, that's consideration. If we stop and talk a while, that's a conversation. If we understand each other, that's communication. If we argue, scream, and fight, that's an altercation. If we later apologize, that's reconciliation. If we help each other home, that's cooperation. And all these Ations added up make civilization. And if I say this is a wonderful poem, is that an exaggeration? Musical career. She wanted to play the piano, but her hands couldn't reach the keys. When her hands could finally reach the keys, her feet couldn't reach the floor. When her hands could finally reach the keys and her feet could reach the floor, she didn't want to play that old piano anymore. Anteater. A genuine anteater, the pet man told my dad. Turns out it was an anteater. And now my uncle's mad.